Friends, today I will discuss about sexual reproduction in flowering plants. First of all, I give you important points which are included in my lectures, such as structure of flower, formation of male and female gametes, next pollination, pollen zygote interaction, double fertilization, events after fertilization, development of embryo sac, embryo, formation of seeds, formation of scattering, fruits, scattering, apomixis, polyembryony of seeds, importance of fruits, and important questions and answers. These are the main points which are which will deal through my lecture. Now, in this lecture, I give you the parts of flower. I will give you the parts of flower. Next, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. These are the chapters names. Now, in flowering plants, sexual reproduction organ is its flowers, the production of pollen, egg, the process pollination, fertilization, development of seeds, fruits, as well as dispersal of seeds, fruits are completed in flower. These are the result of the structure, sexual structure which are in the flower. After these functioning, the fruit, seeds and fruits are produced. In flowering plants, sexual reproduction is possible both in water and land also. And now, for the plants, flowers are two types: bisexual, monoecious. On the basis of flower having male and female parts, both are found inside a same flower, that is called monoecious or bisexual. That is, for the example, maize, ready, hibiscus, and coconut. And the type of flowers are found. Male and females reproductive parts are present in separate flower or plant. Then such flower is called unisexual or dioecious. Example: dates, mulberry, hemp, and papaya. About flowers. Now, next steps, I will give you the flower parts. How many flower? And before of it, I want to say about two types of flower according to presence of their parts. For complete flower are made up all four elements. As you know, the flowers are made up of four elements. What is four elements? Is four elements is calyx, corolla, stamen, and pistil. These are the four elements by which flowers are decorated. So you can see here four elements are as whole flowers, such as rose, if they are bisexual. And incomplete flower, these flowers are not made up of four elements. These are four have their stamen, pistils, but never both. They will correspondent to flower that have only one sex, unisexual, that is called. Means flower having either stamen or pistil. I think understand. Next, description Now let us see the description of flowers. Flowers description means, I think, parts of the flowers. In the picture, this is the diagrams. I want to clear you with help of diagram. LS of flower diagram is shows LS of flower. Then you see the pistil, the male pistil is the male parts of the flower. Female pistil a female part of the flower. It has stigma, style, ori, 3 portions. This see in the picture, stigma, style and ori. Next, stamen, male part of the flower. It has anther, filament and anther and filaments. These are the male part. Now the another part is petal. Group of petal is called corolla, and sepal. Next is sepal. Group of sepal is called calyx. So these are the part of flower. I think all the portions have clear. Next, this is also flower diagram. You can see the same parts. Now the flowers are 4 main parts, which I have told you through the picture: calyx, corolla, endoecium, gynoecium. What is calyx? Now just want to clear. Calyx first. In this, in the base part of the flower, there are many green color sepals on the outside. Group of these leaf is called sepal. Function. What is the function? Function is, the main function of the calyx is provide protection to the flower. Next part is corolla. Many color leaflets are found calyx in the flowers. Each composition are called petal. The group of leaves is called corolla. Group of leaves, group of petals, group of leaves. The function, the main function of the corolla is to attract insect and birds for cross pollination, which are pollination is very essential process for the fertilization. Now next, endoecium. Male reproductive organ is called endoecium. Their unit is called stamen. Stamen is the male reproductive unit of angiosperm. Stamen is also known as microsporophyll. It is consist of the following 2 parts: the long cylindrical stalk called filament, and the terminal generally bilobed structure called anther. Just you can see the anther. These are lobes and these filaments. Next, the section. If you cut the section, transverse sections, TS, so you can see the parts of the inner parts of the anther. Outer part is epidermal layer, under the epidermal endothelium. Middle layer is called middle layer, and microspore mother cells, inner layer microspore mother cells, which produce microspores or pollen grain. And surrounding the microspores mother cell, that is the layer is tapetum. Tapetum nourished to microspore mother cell to produce pollen grains. And this is the mature, the section is the mature anther, pollen anther, microspongium. Now, microspongia are surrounded up to 3 layers, which I have discussed about through this picture. Let us see. Epidermal layer, endothelium, which I have discussed through the picture. Tapetum, pertapetum. Just I want to clear more. It is the innermost layer of microsporangium. Its cell contains one or more nuclei. Its cell provides nutrition to developing pollen grains. I think it is clear. Next, gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part of the flower. Gynoecium is a female part of organs of the flower. The free unit of gynoecium is called pistil or carpel. Carpel is known as megasporophyll. Megasporophyll is called carpel. Now, pistil or gynoecium, it is the female unit of flower. A flower may be monocarpellary, having one pistil, multicarpellary, having more than one pistil. Then flower have pistil. If two more than one pistil, it is called multicarpellary. One pistil, it is called monocarpellary. Pistil may be syncarpous. More pistils are fused together, that is syncarpous, and free, not fused, apocarpous. The main part of the pistils. Stigma receives pollen grains. Main parts of the pistil. One pistil have the stigma, style, and ori. The stigma receives pollen grains. Style is elongated cylinder part beneath the stigma. Ovary is blocked part at the base of the style. Placenta is located inside the ovarian cavity or loculi. Megasporangia, commonly called ovules, arises from the placenta, and ovules is attached to the placenta by a stalk called funicle. And the number of ovules in an ovary may be 1. That is, what is the example? Paddy, wheat, paddy, mango, to many, papaya, watermelon, etc. The parts of the megasporangium, ovules, megasporangium means ovules, are helium, ovules, funicle, protect, involves called integuments. Micropyle is opening present at the tips. Integument is absent. Chalaza, opposite of micropyle. Integuments encloses mass called nucellus, have food reserve. Embryo sac, female gametophyte is located in the nucellus. These are the part of the nucellus. Now see in the picture, ovules, section of ovules, you can see helium, funicle, all these portions which I have discussed before seeing the figure. But you see the part of the ovules in this figure: helium, funicle, micropyle, micropylar pores, outer integuments, inner integuments, nucellus, embryo sac. And the embryo sac, this portion is called salazal poles. Now, main part of the flower are their functions. Parts of the flowers and their functions क्या है? Pedicel. Pedicel, it serves to connect the flower to the plant. Thalamus, it provides the base to other parts of the flowers. Calyx, it protects the inner parts of the flower in the bud stage. Corolla, it attracts insects, birds for pollen grain. It is the colorful part of the flower. Stamen, male, it has two parts, filament, anther. Pollen grains are found in the anther. All stamens together form the androecium. Gynoecium, pistil, male genital, it made up of one or more carpels. Each carpels has three parts. Ovary. This is a white floated parts attached to the flower in which there are ovules. After fertilization, the fruits is formed from the ovary and seed is formed from the ovules. This is the work. Style is a long and thin part above the ovary. Stigma, this is sticky part of the top of ovary, act for flower. And importance function of whole of the flower, you can write as a note either this or that. Now understand the important function of the flower are mentioned below. Gametoid develops in the flower. Flowers can be produced dispose without fertilization. After fertilization, the ovary of the flower develops into the fruits, contain seeds. The most important portion of the flower is reproduction. They help in the union of male and female gametes. Flower provides nectar to some birds and insects, which in turn help transfer pollen from one flower to another flower. Flowers can promote selfing. This in the union forms egg of the same flower, crossing, fertilization. All flowers are cited sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. These are the characters and profitable values of the flowers. I think all about the flower parts, flower parts, which are involves for the fertilization of the flowering plants. That's all, students. If any questions, any doubts of your doubts or questions, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you download your doubts about this chapter, about this lecture. I will discuss later on. Thanks.